Good morning, friends. My name is Joseph Alu, and I am your host on the program, A Nigerian Digital Development Journey. The topic we have on ground today is how is AI affecting the labor market, especially in Nigeria? Well, similar to every technology which has come before AI, it's always going to bring some level of changes, especially in the labor force of any nation. Talking from labor resizing to quality of labor. Usually these days, I would just want to address a popular conception about AI that we have taught that AI is gonna take a lot of our jobs, is gonna take a lot of jobs of people in the nation. And in this area, yes, AI it's gonna have some effects on jobs, but it's not really going to take all jobs, as human beings have always have a thing for socialization. Most especially socialization, human beings have used socialization as a tool to leverage ahead of every technology, because AI is good, it's good when you ask it information, but it's going to strictly reside on you like discussing with a chatbot. There will not be a level of socialization. It will always have a backslide in terms of emotion. When I mean emotion, I mean when you discuss with a human being, there are solutions that are emotionally driven, and you have to put some things into consideration like facial expression, how it goes. But AI is not really going to leverage on this area, since it is a machine. It is a machine. It is a system which is built based on data. And usually, in terms of building these systems, when these data are being collected, there are some bias which are being put in place in order for it to be produced to be effective. Because every data collection will definitely have some level of assumptions. Assume that the accent of the person, assume that the person perhaps is short. There are details that are very enormous, which we have to do with the a human being putting emotions into consideration. AI is powerful. Some of these things could be integrated, but there are information, or there are things that it's on a one-on-one level which solution possibly gets founded. And still yet, some organizations would still really prefer humans, because it's always going to put the cost side by side. If AI is going to give a better result, and yet it's not going to be able to meet up in the area of cost, like some organization would possibly not be able to put AI, employ AI in solving such problems, whereby maybe there are people who can solve those problems for them, and if you put the cost, they can leverage on the cost. And still yet, there are cutting edge tasks which would really require automation, or might require an AI to be put in the process so that it will speeding it up. But every business owner is going to look in their own direction on what works best for them, what works best for their organization, and how they can save more. But still yet, especially in our nation, Nigeria, I feel AI is still gaining ground in terms of being put into official organization activities. We are still in the process, and there are still jobs that humans, or there are jobs that humans can leverage ahead of AI. It's the continuous development. I will be making further series to talk about AI in the area of education sector, how it is changing our education sector and learning and everything, which will also has to do with the quality of educational personnel and the quality of educational graduates which we produce, which later in turn use AI, and which are all connected to the labor force. My name is Joseph Alu. Thank you for listening. Please, you can drop me a question in the comment box below. I'll be glad to attend to some of your questions and even all of your questions. I say thank you very much for listening and have a great day ahead.